was the year 2000. The Sugababes burst into the charts with their debut hit, Overload.
It's a one-way ticket to a madman situation. Until the dawn.
Since the band have had 6 UK #1 singles. More than any other British girl band, bar the Spice Girls. They've also had more members than most. To quote the Sugababes, they've been with an ever-changing lineup. But now the band's founding sisters, Mutya, Keisha and Siobhan, are back and preparing to headline the O2. Can I just say, it is a rare moment when you get the entire original Sugababes lineup in one space. What was it like for you guys to be kind of back as Sugababes 2.0?
Never a dull moment.
We are having fun. We truly are having fun. Yeah. We're on the road mostly this year, and that's been really good. We have all our little rituals we do before we go on. We have a little rum punch, our virgin rum punch, and
it's not virgin rum punch.
Well, you know, and
In my world, I take him out for tea.
You guys got together when you were kids, like, you know, and you were signed when you were teenagers. Do you look back on that time now differently? Now you're kind of older and wiser. Do you embrace it?
I think now we embrace it. I mean, it's all about having fun and appreciating, you know, having second chances.
I used to feel back then that I was missing out on a lot. You know, I watched all my friends go off to university, and you know, after GCSEs, I was told, you know, that was it. There was no time for A-levels. That, you know, that's where it ended. And but,
our parents all say the same thing, though. It's kind of what you wanted to do. Yeah. And so, at the same time, as much as there were things that we missed out on, I do believe that, you know, it was our choice at the time.
And we massively gained in other areas.
Do you think you were looked after? Were there moments when you think, oh, children should not be in this environment?
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. No.
I think it's hard because you're comparing back then to now, and times have changed enormously. People could have had
I wouldn't let my child go into the industry so young.
It's difficult, isn't it?
It depends on the people that you leave
surrounding. Yeah, there's a lot of sharks.
Definitely the vultures came out, the more and more successful it got, and that's something we've had to all navigate across the different lineups, and you know, it's always been an issue.
Unfortunately, sometimes you are left in hands that are quite neglectful of you and don't care about necessarily the well-being of you, you know, as a person. You just become a brand as such. But I think that nowadays, for us now, I think we're in such a good space, even just as far as like how we operate with each other.
Do you think the music industry has an issue though in the past with kind of allowing women to kind of be in control of their own careers? Because often there's quite a set idea, isn't there, in like pop, of like, this is what we want you to be and this is how we want to market you. I just wonder what your take on that was.
I can't speak for whether it's just the women, because I feel like in general artists are treated like bird brains. Like, honestly, I remember there was like this quote that someone said from our past, you know, I hire and I fire the member of Sugababes, and that is the way that certain people are looked at. The industry is run by, you know, mostly men, I should say, but that is getting, you know, more diverse.
No secret, you've had fallings out in the past, you know, there's been moments when you haven't been together, you've been back together. It's kind of like a relationship in many ways. Has it been a bit like a breakup at times? Or how have you navigated it?
I think the way you just put it is actually really important. You kind of hit the nail on the head there, because it is, you know, it's a relationship, and I think that you can't expect it to be just like all roses. You know, you have your moments where your relationships are tested. But I mean, the thing I would say is that it's kind of been tested now, isn't it? And here we are.
It's like women in general, like, it's like the magnifying glass on like their relationships is actually quite odd to me. I think it's especially harsh if you're a person of colour. Like, I do feel like, God forbid if you make a mistake, God forbid if you know, it's just like the harshness of just even my personal experience has just been very, very gut-wrenching, very like, you know, it's been really difficult.
And just finally, obviously you've had many incarnations, you've had members that have come and gone. It's a bit of a cruel game, but who is your desert island sugar baby?
As in just one,
just
right?
Just one, you have to pick one.
Mutya, I would probably pick you.
Oh, thanks. You know
I feel like you could totally crack open a coconut.
Oh, I can.
And we would not be dehydrated.
No, I know. I'll take me as well. I know how to. I know how to. I know how to build a fire.
You got to choose yourself. I think it's quite a pop star move to choose yourself. I quite like that. Okay, fine. I'm going to let you all go. You can all go as a 3. It's lovely to see you all.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Thank
you for having us.
Change.